So this is going to be long. If you don't like it, fuck it. You're going to stay with me because this is important. Okay? If you have followed me for a while through all my 3 accounts, now with my last one here, you know I have said that my mom was a public health nurse for Los Angeles County for over 20 years. Her job was to track down, mostly, to be blunt, STDs, because that's her, to find contacts so they weren't contaminating everybody else. And also, again, which translated HIV, AIDS, that was her job. Also, if there's any kind of outbreaks like measles or mumps, her job as an LA County nurse was to identify patient 0 and move backwards. That was her job for 20 years with the County of Los Angeles. She was fucking good at it. But before she was an LA County, worked for a public health nurse with LA County, my mom was a nurse and worked at the last polio hospital in Los Angeles, Barlow's. It was a small facility right next to Dodger Stadium. It's no longer there. She had to tend to the invalids that polio had done. Remember, polio paralyzes the breathing. It's a virus. It shuts things down. That's the view. And so she treated mostly children in iron lungs. Basically, something that breathed for them. Their life was stuck in an iron lung. She's particularly was fond of an 11-year-old boy, and I forgot his name because it was so many decades ago, that he died eventually, but all he was a head outside of iron lung. He was doomed by that virus. My mom couldn't wait for us to get vaccinated. She was the first to get us to the polio vaccine when it came out. And trust me, we lined us all up with those guns and stuck it to us. It was not pleasant, but it was what it should have been done. And my wife, who is a child of nurses too, her grandmother and her mom, we made sure that all our kids got their vaccinations. MMR, everything. We continue to do that because we knew the benefit of it. We had the little yellow sheet so they can go to school. The idea of mandatory vaccinations, because these are viruses that spread and mutate and can kill others if you're left unvaccinated. Which brings me to the announcement I saw today, Florida. The fucking Surgeon General from Florida literally, bear with me one moment, literally led a cheering crowd when he announced that the state of Florida is no longer mandating vaccines for children to get into school. Because they're all gone. He says they're not safe. You got to know what you're putting in your body. That's right. Decades of science mean shit to this man. Because they say it's about rights and your body's rights. Except when it comes to abortion. Motherfuckers. Okay. I am never setting foot in fucking Florida again. Because Florida is now a disease Petri dish. Also, these diseases are still out there. And once they're let loose again, they will mutate. If polio mutates and people spread across the country, vaccines won't work and you have to reset it. But in this fucking climate, they would rather kids die. So it is the most insane thing I've seen for so-called rights. What about the rights of the other children who have done their job? What about the rights of others? The idea of vaccine mandates is to protect everybody. But you dumb motherfuckers have no idea because you have bought into pseudo-fake science. By the way, if I get any comments in here about autism, fuck you. That study was debunked decades ago. Only people like RFK keep it alive because he makes money off it. And now look at him. He's the king of health in the United States. Fucking all of us. I'm angry because I know the suffering that's going to happen. And you think measles is just a kid disease. No, motherfucker, it hurts. I know. It hurts. And just so you know, they just came up with a mumps vaccine that no one got. When my kids were small, they all got it, and I got it as an adult. That fucking hurt. So, to all you in Florida, you are the dumbest motherfuckers on the face of the planet. And for you cheering, you won't be cheering when your child is stuck in a metal tube for a very brief time because they can't even breathe. I am flabbergasted about the stupidity of Americans right now to allow that. I'd say God help us all, but God doesn't help the stupid.